Hi there, Nana T here, and I am here to talk to you about the Try Me kit that you are going to get to work with. You are going to absolutely love it. So let's see what we have here. First of all, your Try Me kit is going to come in this great I Choose to Reuse bag, Norwex bag. And the reason is, before I forget, one of the reasons we're going to put it in that bag is because I want you just to take all your rags and your cloths and your mop heads and all that after you're done with them, just literally throw them in the bag. Don't worry about washing them, please. Okay? But what I wanted to do is, because I never know how much time I'm going to have with you when we exchange the Try Me bag, okay? I wanted to give you a little information on all the wonderful product you're going to get to play with, okay? So I'm just going to start pulling stuff out of the bag and talk to you about it and what you can do with it. Let's start out with this awesome mop. So this is our mop system. It has a telescopic handle on it. And basically, I put it directly on the floor. I tend to put my foot on the mop head. And it's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And you just tighten or loosen the mop head. But look at this, it's adjustable. And I just wanted you to know the best place to keep this is at your nose height. So I'm going to tighten that up. That is going to give you the most comfortable use of this pole when you are doing your mopping, okay? So since we have the mop handle out, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you're getting to work with our mop, okay? Pull out little goodies here. So what you're going to get for the mop are the two different mop heads that come with the mop system. Of course, the colors can vary, but basically you have two mop heads, mop pads. One is thicker and a little more plush, and one is a little thinner, and there's a reason for that. The one that's a little more plush, if you look at the back of it, it's going to say floor dry. I don't know if you can read that. Of course, even if you could, it would be backwards. The other one is going to say damp or wet, damp/wet. Okay, so what I do is with this one, just to show you, this is how all of our mops attach, the mop pads. Basically, you have, it's not Velcro, but it's kind of that same mentality. So this mop head literally just attaches right to your mop base. Okay, this is a mop pad, this is a mop base. We have large and small. You have the large one to play with. And so with the dry one, one thing I do tend to do is to put the mop head a little more to one side than the other. This allows me to have something that can go up along, well, like this way, along my baseboards when I'm mopping, and I kind of can clean my baseboards at the same time I'm cleaning any of my hard surface flooring. So I really like that. I would put the wet mop head on at the same time, the same way I mean. But what I wanted to point out here is with the wet mop head, the way I use it, mop pad, sorry, I just put it in the sink and I take my sprayer and get it really nice and wet, and then literally I just roll it up like this. I don't squeeze really hard. I just roll it up, give it a gentle squeeze, and this is ready to go. I attach it to my mop and mop away. It is phenomenal. You will love the way this cleans your floors chemical free. It's mechanical, not chemical, okay? Anyway, one thing you might want to do is if you've got a large area of hard surface floors, you may want to carry a little spray bottle with you, and if this starts to dry out, you can either spray the head of your mop pad, or you can spray on the floor and get a little damper and keep on going, but you are going to love this. So what do you do with these when you get done with them? Well, what I do is I use my wonderful rubber brush, and I will just take this over to the trash. You can even do it while it's still on the mop head. And literally, whether it's a dry mop pad or a wet mop pad, say that 3 times in a row, I'm just gonna literally brush that out to get any crumbles off of it and into the trash, okay? And then I'll rinse it under the sink, wring it out, and then I just hang it like this and let it dry. This has our backlock system in it, so within 24 hours it is self-purified. Ladies, you don't have to wash this every time you use it. Literally, just wash it every week, 2 weeks to a month, depending on how let you use it, whether you're dealing with pets and kids, you know, but that totally is kind of dependent on how it's being used, okay? Anyway, so that's the mop system. While you have this rubber brush, another thing you can do is just go along your carpet edges, and this will pull out anything that's built up along your floorboards, okay? Really works well for that. We also have a really cool rubber broom that attaches to the end of our mop system. But this is the handheld rubber brush. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is the awesome Enviro wand, which comes with a multi-use tool handle, okay? And basically what this has on it is a little end that comes off. It's got this great little brush, and you can go into crevices with it. This little handheld system actually can attach to our small mop head to use for doing windows. It works for a lot of things, but what also is pretty cool is you can take that off, and this will actually go onto your telescopic pole to be able to get up high where you could not normally reach. Now this does bend for if you want to do ceiling fans or anything like that. One of my favorite things to do with this, and I clean homes for a living, but now I can just go along and hit all those return vents and it'll clean them right out, okay? I also like using it beside my appliances and underneath them where you've just got that really small area to get into. And I have not tried this yet, but I did see the other day a post that said that you can use these in your stove door, you know, between the two panes of glass, that it always gets nasty. I've been told you can spritz this with just a little water, go in through the bottom where that little opening is, and be able to clean your window. Anyway, this also works really, really well for going into your dryer vent and pulling out all that lint, which keeps things safer for you girls. But it's just it's endless what you can do with this. A wonderful, wonderful product. So that's our Enviro wand. Let's see what else we got in here. Put that handle back on. Okay, now of course you're going to see one of our catalogs in there, and there will be some flyers and so forth to tell you a little bit about our products that you're going to be playing with. Oh my goodness, the face and body cloth. Now these could look different. We have all sorts of different patterns and colors. But on where it says Norwex, it would say face and body, that or body and face. But I love these. Now let me tell you how you use these. Put them under some warm water, get them really wet, wring them out just slightly, but have it pretty damp. And then you just hold it to your face, okay? And hold it to your eyes and just let it sit there just for a minute. And then rinse it, wring it out, and wipe. And literally it will wipe your makeup totally away, leaving your face fresh and clean. It will even remove waterproof mascara. And I have had a consultant say that they've had customers have a lot of luck with these when they have customers who have psoriasis, I think is a term for it, or acne and so forth, because this is a way to clean your face without adding additional chemicals in that sometimes can cause further irritation to your skin. Okay, so these are absolutely phenomenal, and they're not just for your face, they're for your body too. So face and body, you'll get one of those to play with. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the shower scrub mitt. I love this. The shower scrub mitt has this little seam in the middle. So what I do is I slide my hand in like this, and that way it kind of allows me to pinch things, okay? So basically you have a scrubby side and a smooth side. And this is the Enviro cloth on steroids is what I call it, or Elvis on steroids, because this is for cleaning your showers and tubs. And it's awesome because if you have any type of soap scum buildup, you get this damp and just start gently wiping it or rubbing it. And the neat thing about it is you don't have to work really hard, but as you go, you can kind of feel, it's kind of cool, you'll feel that soap scum literally almost erasing like markings on a page. It's just phenomenal. You can feel it happening. I love it. And then I just wipe it with the smooth side, and your shower is clean. It's phenomenal. I actually keep one of these hanging in my shower, and although I don't take the time to do it every day, probably 2 or 3 times a week, I'll just grab it after I've turned the shower off before I step out of the shower, and I'll take just the soft side and just literally wipe down my shower with it. And in doing that, I don't get a buildup, so it goes really quick and easy. So, shower scrub mitt. Let's see what else we got. Okay, no Try Me kit would be complete without Elvis and Presley. You say, who's Elvis? I know who Elvis is, but this doesn't look like Elvis and Presley to me. It is awesome. So we have nicknamed our Enviro cloth and our polishing cloth, or window cloth it can be called, Elvis and Presley. One of our reasons for doing that is we want you to know the Enviro cloth starts with an E, just like Elvis, and can be used for everything on all surfaces. You get this wet, you can clean windows, you can wipe down wood. It works for everything, just like Elvis. He's everything, right? Anyway, so this is our Enviro cloth, and I use that wet for any surface. Now, this is a polishing cloth or window cloth. This one says window. We call it Presley so that you know you use Presley after Elvis, okay? This is what you clean with. This is what you shine with. And I use this on windows, on my sink spigots or chrome or whatever you want to call that, on black shiny granite, anything that needs that high-end spit shine. Okay, so that's our window cloth or our Presley. Okay, so that's Elvis and Presley. Okay, what else do we have in here? Oh, well, inside, this is our dusting mitt, but there's a little something inside, and I will talk to you about that in just a minute. Let me just show you the dust mitt. Okay, now the dust mitt, it just goes on your hand like a little mitten. That's why it's called the dust mitt. Anyway, what's really nice about this, I love dusting with this. What I do when I first start dusting is I just kind of rub it together like this because it kind of has that magnetic, and then as I dust, it literally just attracts the dust to this thing. So it's wonderful. What I love about this is when I'm cleaning, because I do clean for a living, that was my job before I ran into Norwex. While I'm cleaning, what's nice about this is now, as I'm cleaning, I can go right along. I can clean the shades on the lamps. I can walk by, and if I see dust on a photo or a picture hanging on the wall, I can dust that because I don't have any chemicals on here that could get on the wall or ruin a lampshade or whatever. So this works really, really well. Now, another thing I do is I spritz just a little bit of water on the back side. My reason for that is as I'm dusting, I might come across like a water spot or something where someone set a glass. I'm going to make a fist, and with the wet side of this, I'm just going to almost use that like an eraser, and I'm going to be able to take care of that while keeping my dusting side dry, okay? Now, another thing you can do, these work phenomenal. My bestie says you need one for each hand because why waste time, right? But another thing you can do with this is you can spritz it and get it damp, the whole thing, and you can actually go to a screen and it will take the dust off your screens beautifully. This will clean your screens in a New York minute. It's wonderful. So that is our dust mitt. And then inside the dust mitt, you're going to see a couple consumable products, okay? Well, one's not totally consumable, really. This is a Sperry sponge. And I also have a little bitty container of our paste. Oh my goodness. Our paste is like elbow grease in a jar. You are gonna love this. So this is just a little sample of it. Where I use this the most is I'll get this damp and I'll rub it in there and pick up a little bit of that paste. And then I use this to clean my smooth top stoves, and it does a beautiful job. But this paste, oh my goodness, it can be used for so many different things. And it lasts a really long time. So great products here. These will be inside your mitt, along with some Ultrazyme, which is for running through your dishwasher. So you can see if you like our dishwashing detergent, it's wonderful. Not only does it do a beautiful job cleaning your dishes, but ladies, it will clean out your dishwasher. It blew my mind. I have like a stainless steel dishwasher, and the first time I used it and opened that, my dishwasher looked brand new. So that is the dishwashing detergent. And then lastly, we have the laundry detergent. Now this, when I'm using our laundry detergent, it's usually a teaspoon of detergent in my, my washer, depending on how big the load is and how dirty the clothes are. If it's just basic laundry, I'm going to use a teaspoon. If I've got some really dirty laundry that maybe I've been working in the garden and it got really muddied up pretty bad, I might use 2 teaspoons. But that's just, you'll just have to play with that. A lot of it depends on whether you got hard or soft water too. But another cool thing you can do with this is take a teaspoon of it, dissolve it in a water spray bottle, and it becomes a multi-purpose cleanser. So like all-purpose cleaner. So anyway, really great products. They're all going to be inside that little mitt. And I can't wait to deliver this to your door. And you'll have a full 48 hours to play with this product. And remember, don't clean a thing. Just toss it all back in the bag and we'll get it picked up for you. Thanks so much. Have a great day.